Welcome to Strangeville. Welcome to the channel. My name is Kevin Strange, 20-year veteran of the underground. I'm a cartoonist, novelist, and independent filmmaker, and I am here today to share my love of comic books with you. And I'm joined today by the PhD of comic books himself, Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben, thanks for joining us today. What are we looking at today, brother?
I want to look at Morbius. This is October, it's Monster Month. My favorite vampire, even more favorite than Dracula, is Morbius. I want to show off Morbius. When Morbius famously came back in the 90s, as illustrated by our everyone's uncle, Todd Mcfarlane.
Yeah, I love that. That's like an iconic fucking picture of Morbius there. And I'm going to say, by the way, gang, just to warn you, I'm going to interchangeably say Morbius and Mobius because that's how my brain works. I'm stupid from years of drug abuse, and I cannot say Morbius without saying Mobius. So, you know, just gang, if you want to have a drinking game or a counter, when the video's over, drop in the comments how many times I fucked up and said Mobius instead of Morbius.
Now this is the other thing I thought would be fun is because it's Halloween's special birthday month for all vampires, and I finally got a second copy of Morbius #1 in the bag. I figured let's bust one of these open live on the stream. People.
Before we do that, Dr. Ben, we got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
As the late great Ed Piskor used to say, this channel is brought to you by the comics that we make, and this channel is no different, and we're no different. Dr. Ben and I are cartoonists, and it is October, it is Monster Month, and I have a brand new book out this month, Dr. Ben, called Count Kifula, a.k.a. Dracula in Strangeville. It is my telling of Dracula breezing into Strangeville, turning some big booty hoes into his vampire brides and throwing himself a blood bang party. And he wants the finest weed in Strangeville, which of course gets our resident weed dealer losers, Nixon and Hogan, all wrapped up in the business. And it's a 28-page full-color comic book. There's a link in the description to pre-order the print version of the comic for only $12. You can also get a beautiful 11x17 full-color poster along with it. That pre-order goes through October 31st, Halloween, and then I will be printing and shipping those books in the month of November. If you want to read it right now, you click the link in the description to the Patreon page. The Patreon has Count Kifula ready to read along with all of my other comics, all of my novels, and you can watch all of my feature films at the Patreon for only $3 a month. We are also marching towards 1,000 subscribers. As of the recording of this video, we're only 150 subscribers away from hitting that glorious 1,000 subscriber mark and being pulled out of small channel hell. When we do that, I'm giving away a copy of Kevin Strange's Space Worms, my 164-page epic splatter gore tome. It's all the drugs, sex, and violence you can possibly handle all in one crazy story. Dr. Ben, what do you got over there?
I've got Let Us Get, I'm calling my goth true crime comic. You can read this little preview ashcan version. You can read this over on my Substack, drben.substack.com. Up there with such greats as Grant Morrison and Adrian Tomine also having Substacks. I cover current day politics. I cover the true story of a satanic goth murder from 20 years ago in New Orleans. I can explain with firsthand detail. So you can find that. I'll have the Indiegogo for the 52-page full-size comic will be up. Hoping to ship it before the end of the year. They don't really... Comics are really not that complicated. People like to make them out as they're really complicated. They're not. Like any jackass out there can make a comic. You know what I'm saying?
I know, I've done it.
It's we're living proof. Look, this is it's the easiest thing to do, and people want to make it into like this big or it's not. Just make comics. That's what they're for. It's the simplest, most accessible medium for anyone. You have full control of the scene, unlimited budget for special effects, any kind of characters, bizarre. If you want to have a giant city-sized kaiju as your ex-wife that's destroying your car, you know what I'm saying? In a movie, that would cost billions of dollars.
Trillions.
But here in the world of comic books, trillions. But here in the world of comic books, funny books, as they say.
All you need is an obsession with politics and a Twitter account.
Exactly. A pencil and a piece of paper, and you're there. You got, like I said, you got city-sized kaijus coming to get the alimony. Anyways, you can get Stan Lee's Tales of Terror on my Substack. You can get the preview on there, and then sign up for the full-size comic. It's going to be through the Indiegogo. But, like I said, Morbius, Spider. This is when I first. The reason I love Morbius sometimes is because he's funny, right? Like in most. Like, do you think funny when you think Morbius? You know what I'm saying? Like the Daywalker, as they call him. Or no, he's not the Daywalker. Blade's the Daywalker. Fuck. That was my whole...
Fucked the whole thing, Dr. Ben. You fucked the whole thing.
Jesus. Okay, well, look. You can find... You guys know who Morbius is, right? He's an old classic Spider-Man villain, right? Came out in the 70s, and he was wearing these disco collars. You know, he's a... I don't really understand the thing. He was a scientist. That's a good pick. He looks... I love old Morbius. You know what I mean? Look at that. These are monster comics, man. Like, him flying. That's the goofiest looking... You know. But notice, like, his little outfit here. You see the disco collars. You see it's like kind of like a jumpsuit, right?
Yeah.
And that would be... let's see, if you were to kind of like in Marvel continuity timeline, this would probably be in the 60s or no, 70s. He came out in the 70s, right? So in the 70s, he comes out, he's wearing his disco collar, flying around, doing vampire shit.
Hang on, go back one. Show that top left panel up there. That's a pretty good Morbius face. Look at him. You're going to shoot me in the face. What does he say?
Oh, he's just... Oh, they're threatening him. And maybe not. Holster those fangs of yours, Morbius, or I'll drill a hole in your head big enough to drop marbles through. No! That's a good little monster. I want you to take you in alive. But one more trick like that, and I can be persuaded otherwise. You mean... You win for now, Stroud. But we still have to find a way out of the hell before we can hand me over to the police. That's my worry, vampire. And I'll... Eh? What in God's name are those? Crabs. Simon Stroud... What does it say? 10-footed? Other dimensional crustaceans, and they appear to be... What is that word? Simon Stroud... 10-footed?
10-footed.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like that...
It says 10-footed.
Okay. Well, 10-footed other dimensional crustaceans.
They're
okay.
10-footed. They've got 10 feet, 5 on each side.
Oh, okay. Well, that must be why they're obviously other dimensional. Okay. Oh, and they're talking. Singing. Yes, Stroud. Singing crabs. What more do you need to show you that we're not on Earth?
Well, maybe the fact that Morbius isn't dying in the sunlight.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I think there's something where he can exist in sunlight. I think there's something about that, like he's half vampire or something. See, I like that picture of him on the right there.
Yeah,
so, like he
definitely
looks like a crazy, like disco skater.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to snort a bunch of cocaine and suck a whole lot of dick.
Like you'd be at the. You'd be, a little kid going to the roller rink to go skate with your friends.
And he'd be like, you got any papas, kid? You got any papas? You got any coke?
This guy.
You want your dick sucked?
Hey kids, he'd just be out there cruising around the skating rink.
Got any pills? Got any pot?
Look at those eyes. We got to follow them. They may lead us to hellness in a way out of this hell. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is okay. So this is 70s Morbius. That's my point. You've seen his colors, his costume, right? Now, when you next see him in Spider-Man 14 by Todd McFarlane, right? This is the funniest part about this, is that Spider-Man's down in these sewers. I want to go back there just to show off that pant. Look at that.
That's good. That's good Todd McFarlane stuff.
That's Todd McFarlane. That is why Todd McFarlane is, you know what I'm saying? That's why people are like, Todd McFarlane is just the tops, the best. Just one of the, like, just legendary, like, those face. Look at that guy's face. Like, he's so that is not correct anatomy. You know what I'm saying? That's not this guy's teeth. That's not this guy's teeth. Oh my! Look at him.
Yeah, the guy right above him to the right looks like a proto-Malbolgia right there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the one, just hang on, and the one to the bottom right, that looks like Clown, Violator, or even Billy Kincaid.
Yeah, I can see that, Billy Kincaid, because it's stuff. I bet Clown is in. Clown might be. Look at that. That could almost be him there.
Oh yeah.
The little hairs and the whatnot, like he does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the same hairstyle I've got. That's awesome. See, so there's all these guys in the sewers that Spider-Man's fucking with, right? And he tries to rescue them, and he webs them all up. Like, that's what I'm saying. These absurd images in here.
I think he did that. I think he may have done that as I think Todd may have done a similar scene of him webbing everybody to his body when he was in his red and blue suit too. Or I'm just thinking of that image right there, because this is a classic comic. I had this comic when I was a kid. I might still have it. It might still be in the box somewhere. But this comic is seared into my memory. I read it a million times when I was a kid.
So this is where Morbius shows up. Spider Sense. And what I think is the funniest thing is that he is still in the same outfit.
Yeah,
he's still
ready to party.
It's all just ratty, torn to shreds.
Hey, Spider-Man, you got any Quaaludes?
Come on, I'm dying down here, guys. I haven't had nothing. He's definitely, that's what I'm saying. He's the the progression, the '90s version of the guy that you saw in the '80s in the roller rink. This is what he looks like in the '90s. Look at that. You've met that guy with that beard. You've seen him. Long.
I see him down by hair. I see him down by Dollar General every day.
So that's what I thought was absolutely hilarious. Is he's still in the same outfit. All the times you see Morbius, he's always in the same shit. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Todd McFarlane. Does anybody beat Todd McFarlane when it comes to drapery?
So
Todd's a master of drapery.
Where's? I'll have to use the scissors. So that's what I'm saying. Then, and all of this is addressed. I don't bring this up just to be look at this costume, but oh, go.
Here we go, diggers. We don't care about the value of comics. We care about reading them, flipping through them, touching them, smearing the ink.
And so that's the other. To introduce this is the Midnight Suns Morbius.
Mm-hmm.
That bag, it's pretty cool. That's a Ghost Rider. It's a good image. You also get a poster.
Oh boy! You got to put that up in the Dr. Ben Comics offices. That looks awesome.
I'm saying. In here, I think it starts off with him. I haven't opened this like in forever, but this is, look at this.
It's been 72 hours. I need some cocaine.
That's exactly what he is saying. Like, that's uncanny. This is Ron Wagner and Mike Witherby, pencils and inks, and that Gregory Wright later goes on, like, writes it, but he's like coloring it now. But Ron Wagner is definitely the fucking man on this. Like, that's your first page. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get this, some bull, whatever. What? This guy's looking right at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is just...
He's watching you jack off. His eyes are right at dick level.
Here's him.
I've never seen a dick so small.
I gotta get that. Gotta get that D. And what is he? Is he going after the lady? Oh yeah, and then he's fighting, trying. He's overcome by bloodlust and he'll attack people, and then come to his senses. He's still in his ratty clothes, and it's whatever it was with the Ghost Rider. It was like expanding the Ghost Rider universe. So we have like all this stuff with these guys. Is this Tombstone? I can't remember his name. I remember her name is Lilith, and she's supposed to be like Adam's first wife that was allegedly a demon or demoness or whatever. It's all the weird Kabbalah mysticism that they mix in there. Here's this I'm saying. You got that as the background for why now we're starting the Morbius series. There was also the Darkhold series, right? Which the Darkhold is Marvel's Necronomicon, basically.
Yeah.
And they had
that's what they fuck with in the what's her name? The Scarlet Witch series, right? She's fucking with the Darkhold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all their their supernatural verse. This is when they had, like I said, Danny Ketch and Johnny Blaze running around together. I can't remember. There was another supernatural title they had that was like Blade and like these two other guys that were vampires and a guy in a suit or something. But there's in here, I remember specifically, and of course, an ad for Tasmania. Ad's really... But he goes and he finds a new suit because, his old suit is an old nasty. Imagine how that would smell. If this is the 90s, he's been running around since the 70s in a circus jumpsuit. Ugh.
Ghost Rider's like, you stink, man. Get some new clothes.
Dude, you
I don't even have a nose and I can smell you.
Can't be a superhero in these ratty clothes, man.
My head is literally enclosed in brimstone and fire, and I can still smell your nasty ass clothes.
And he's like a classic emo character too. You really think I'd be such easy prey? Be gone! Leave me to my misery, or I'll not be responsible for my actions. Or, he just don't look at me. Self-loathing, and they do something with him to help him. Yeah, you get him like that's what I'm saying. Like, you have seen people with this beard. Like that guy, he's at the dollar store, and he will ask you for something. But he goes he goes to unless it's in the second issue. Yeah, this he goes to the New York goth store and he gets a new outfit. This is exactly what I need. Radical. Guy wearing that could do some serious damage. Yes, I'll take it. Several $100s later, I feel right somehow. After all, don't most hunters have a special outfit? Why not him? This is when he decides that he will only hunt criminals to drink their blood.
Oh,
he won't go after regular people, just criminals. He feels the need returning. He surrenders his weightless body to the custody of the night winds. His humanity he leaves behind. Let his prey beware. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a cool, weird goth fetish outfit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, they're in the store. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like feels like reality based. I've seen that mannequin with that stuff on it. Like, at every store I've gone to. Well, maybe not every, but several.
In the gay part of town.
Yeah, in the spicy side of town, that's customary dress. If you're not wearing that, you're kicked out. But yeah, that's something. It is a fun comic. Like, I've got a bunch more of these Morbiuses. But this early stuff is just fantastic. There's all kinds of other weird vampires that show up, of course, and like almost all of the covers are like look at that. That's the second issue.
Yeah. Like
that is just a striking. You see that like with a bunch of other comics, and like it pops. For me at least. Maybe it's not everyone else. I don't know. What's the other one that's really good? Him fighting Nightmare. I like that. It's a nice cover for him.
Yeah.
And like I said, he stays in this new cool outfit. Now he's like a fetish dude. Like, it's cool. All right. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to. This is still like Ron Wagner drawing it. For one, look at this dude. The first son of Morbius. He wants daddy dead. This guy is like just badass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to find out. Just looking at it now, I'm like, look at his eyes. They're all got like flea infestations around his eyes. It's disgusting. And the same, you know what I mean? Like, this is when I really noticed like clothes in comics. Yeah. I remember like seeing these. Yeah, that is definitely the cool thing. This and like Chapel from Youngblood.
Yeah.
What I wanted to show is this is issue 10, and this is still the same artist, Ron Wagner. So it's still like I said, it's cool art.
Yeah.
But then like I like to see like other people drawing him. This one I guess you can see that pretty decently. This is issue 16, and this is Isaac Cordova and Andrew Pepoy. And like in here, this is like the craziest looking. It is so funky looking. Like, look at Doctor Strange there. Like, what's
yeah. He's doing his hand shit.
These guys, everything's like a kind of off, like, and then look at him.
Yeah. Wow. What the fuck?
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like this I remember being annoyed with that Dragon Strike ad with them. It was out back then too.
I love that game. So you want to be a warrior, huh? You're on.
Here's Johnny Blaze. He just has this really crazy style in here. Like, I don't even. Yeah. It's everything just looks so.
So he's on acid when he's drawing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I got good news and bad news. The Marvel editing department. I got good news and bad news. What? What's that? I'm gonna get all the pages I owe you done this weekend. I've taken a heroic dose of psilocybin mushrooms. I'll talk to you on Monday. Click. What? What? Hello?
Oh yeah, he ate some of them, definitely. Both of those guys did. That's what I'm saying. This guy's version of Morbius is just so. It almost has a kind of look like the demon. Where his ears are going on the side there.
Yeah.
And then just this nice Bill Sienkiewicz version of Morbius. That's what I'm saying. Like it's. I can't even remember which. Oh, Dan Lawless. It's a fellow from the Comics Gate Kings. Shout out to Dan Lawless. Hold on, let me look at this real quick. The second story in here. Let's see what old Dan Lawless comic art looks like. There's this guy's version of Morbius when he
looks like Eric Bischoff. Looks like Eric Bischoff from WCW.
Oh my gosh, it does. Like there, he looks like him, and then like
83 weeks, motherfuckers.
This is cool. Okay, where's
pull that down. I can't see all the top of that panel. There you go. What is that? Is that Morbius in a vampire? No, that's the thing he's fighting. I thought that was Morbius in a mech suit, which would have been awesome.
No, that is like an anti-vampire mech fighting.
I got you.
This is what I loved back then too. These. What is this? Entertainment This Month. You remember these ads?
Oh yeah.
Like that was always to me like seeing like all the. Yeah, he's got these spikes on the front of him. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're stakes. He's trying to stake the vampire.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. He's supposed to he like hugs them and stakes them with those. Is what the plan is with the theory. Okay, so that's the first one.
I wrote a whole surviving the game style comic. I never drew it, but it's all the quote unquote players get vampire mech suits and have to fight vampires. I never finished it though.
So I just wanted to see this Dan Lawless because I've seen him around lately. Skin.
They call me that because I'm black.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, this is going to definitely be...
What's up, Skin?
Oh, it turns out when you beat him, this guy comes out.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you. I'm free. Oh, stop. I forgot all about this. Oh, stop gaping, Frank. Your friends can't see or hear me. But they're bound to notice your Home Alone impression if you don't quit it. But what are you? A Troid. Wasn't any of this explained to you? We live inside everybody. Almost we incubate, feeding on the fear and humiliation of our host until we hatch. The problem for us Troids is skin. Skin is an impenetrable barrier to us, except when it's been tenderized by physical abuse, say a beating. Only then can we break free, though we still can neither affect nor be perceived by the world at large. You, of course, can see us thanks to the provisions of the agreement. Agreement? Come on, Frank, don't be coy. Surely you remember last night. Last night, Frank got a page of when you were alone in the precinct locker room. Alone except for the dwarf hiding in your locker with a black envelope addressed to you.
Jesus. Jesus.
Remember that dwarf in the? You remember that? I guess I do. This is fun stuff. I remember this.
That dude took mushrooms before he wrote this fucking issue.
Yeah.
There's little green things that live inside us, and the dwarves with black envelopes and lockers.
Oh, she's got Bale carved on the wall. Oh my God. Yeah, they're evil. Definitely evil. What does it say here? Okay, well let's alone, except for the dwarf. Okay, remember the old page inside it, the words you spoke, the thing that appeared from the page. We are other. It faces a trying time ahead, yes? It's not fair. Why should I face federal civil rights charges? The jury acquitted me in the state brutality trial, despite the videotape. It takes my hand, and it will receive what it needs to end its woes. Brother, you got yourself a deal. But I never asked for any bugs. A deal's a deal, Frank. I'm off to do my part. When you next see me, I'll have found a way out of this fix, and you'll be feeling like a whole new man. Yeah, so he's... Oh my god. Yeah, it's a whole... That's what I'm saying. This stuff is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are like horrific bugs sneaking that only he can see, and like, oh, this lady can see him too. I think he has to... Yeah, he has to kill her because she can see the bugs as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Darkholds comic was like, Marvel was doing some creepy shit back then. Like, you know, look at that guy. He's pretty cool. Got some nails in his eye. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Morbius. Go get these old Morbius comics. If you see them, pick them up. They're just, especially now, if you want to have like a bunch of more, like cool vampire comics, any one of them, you know. And if you get the first one, as we saw, you get a poster. So,
gang, if you've got old Morbius comics or Morbius posters you want to send our way, Kevin Strange, P.O. Box number 5, Cottage Hills, Illinois 62018. Dr. Ben, what do you want from the diggers? What would you like the diggers to send to the P.O. Box?
Send us some cool Ghost Rider comics, yeah. Whatever kind of, send us some cool goth comics. That's what I need.
You could send us stuff like our buddy Adam Yeater sent us Blaspheme here, an anthology of anti-zealot comics with all kinds of cool stuff in it. One of my favorite cartoonists, one of my favorite underground cartoonists, Ron Thurin, is in here doing some really cool comics. And you can send us your comics as well to P.O. Box number 5, Cottage Hills, Illinois 62018.
Oh, you got it, yeah. Yes, we need to look at this one sometime too. I'm not saying today or tomorrow, but Fucked Up 4. This guy's from my my hometown in Ohio.
Oh,
another Ohio boy, another good Ohio boy. But now he lives down in Pittsburgh, I believe.
okay.
And it's just fun, kind of like a riff. Fuck butts. It's right up your alley.
Hey, literally.
This guy, that's what I'm saying. It's a fun book. We'll have to look at that.
All right, Dr. Ben.
You only find those kind of by digging.
You got to dig. You got to go to your dollar. You got to go to your LCS, your local comic store, and you got to dig a little bit for these gems, for these Morbius comics that come with free posters and things of that nature. Yeah, so we're gonna head out to the dollar bin right now, and we hope to see you guys there. What do you got to say, Dr. Ben?
Keep digging, folks.